Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he rifles one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Yeah, they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The quick snap. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And a Raven first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well,
I can't even get sacked without being a turnover.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return comes to a halt right at the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
That's what we are.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
35. Ravens, nothing.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Herbert back to the air. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. his 17th touchdown now on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score, Chargers 42, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On second down, Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pick.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Chargers 42, Ravens 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
31-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and less than a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42. Ravens.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, he finds an opening. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run with McFarland. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they run the option on 2nd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Ravens send their punter out now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Spinning past him. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run here with Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
39-yard line.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going, and this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and